Hello, GM1 here. For this video we're going to be doing headspace and timing on the M2HB. I've already verified this weapon is clear and safe, and we will start the process. So I have the barrel off, so first thing you want to do is insert the barrel. So putting it into the receiver. There we go. Once it's all the way in, you can start twisting. Tighty, lefty-loosey. Once it starts clicking though, it's going to stop. That's where you're going to have to take your charging handle and bring it back about I want to say a quarter of an inch, half an inch. And the way you can tell if you know how far back it is, you're going to look right here in this little peek window, which I will show you. It's called the 1/16 window. I'm going to show you that real quick, and you'll see when the thing is lined up, so that you can screw the barrel all the way in. And normally I do like to leave the top cover open when I'm doing this so I can see better. So I'll show you real quick that 1/16 window and what you're looking for. So right here is the 1/16 window. I'm going to show you what you're looking for right now when you pull the back on the charging handle. So you're going to push the charging handle back, and once you see that notch right there, called the little nipple, it's shiny. So once you see that notch, you can start screwing in the barrel all the way. Alright, we're going to go back so you can watch me screw this barrel in. Alright, so now you know where the 1/16 window is and what you're looking for. You're going to push the charging handle back to get that little notch in the window, and you're going to start tightening the barrel down all the way. You're going to keep going until there's no clicks. Once you hear that there's no clicks, you're going to back off 2 clicks. So you do 2 clicks, so loosen it 2 clicks. 1, 2, and now we're going to start doing the headspace. So before we start, we want to look down and make sure that there's no firing pin protruding. If there is a firing pin protruding, you're going to have to rack the weapon, and that'll cock it and remove the firing pin. So I'm looking down, and I can see the firing pin protrude. I'm going to go ahead and show you so you can see what it would look like. Alright, hopefully you can see it, but you can see the little firing pin sticking out of the bolt face right there. And if you see that, you got to rack your weapon to make sure that it is removed so you don't break it when you put down the headspace gauge. Okay, so this is the area that we're going to be looking at to check for the headspace and timing. So I backed it off 2 clicks. I'm going to go ahead and pull back on the charging handle, and what I'm looking for is right here between the trunnion block and the barrel extension. I'm going to pull back on it just a little bit. I'm going to pull it back just far enough to see the ridges on the notches of the barrel. So you're going to look right here. You're just breaking it, really, just cracking it just a little bit, and you'll start seeing the ridges, and that's as far as you go. You want to make sure your extractor delinker is up so you can get inside where the space that you need to. So here's my headspace gauge. You got the no-go and the go first. I always go with the no-go first. So I'm going to pull back on it. See the ridges right here, and I'm going to place the gauge in between the barrel extension and the bolt face. So this little T-slot right here. So I'm going to go no-go first. I want to make sure that it's straight, and it's going to go look just like that. I'm going to press down with my hand just hard enough to leave an indent in my palm. So pressing down on it, it's not going, that's good. I'm going to go on the go side, same spot, pull it back just a little bit, and I'm going to put it in the same spot, press down, and it's not going. So if it doesn't go with the go, that means I got to back it off 1 more click. So stand by while I back it off 1 more click. You can see how far back I pull it, and I'm going to turn it left so I can get 1 click on it. There we go. Now that I've got 1 click, I'm going to do it all over again. No go first, so pull it back just a little bit right there. No go first, doesn't go. Go gauge, same spot. This time it should go, yep. And what we're looking for is for it to slide all the way down to the key ring. So once it slides all the way down, that's good. Another problem I see people do is they wedge it between this and the cartridge stop so it doesn't go. You want to get it to where you're pushing the cartridge stop away with the gauge, so it's not in between it. You're gonna go right here and push it out, and that way you can go straight down into the T-slot. Okay, and that is our headspace. Now we're going to do timing. So our timing, same thing, no go, or no fire, and fire. So for this, you want to pull back a little further this time, and we're going to be putting this gauge in between where the between the trunnion block and the barrel extension, right onto the barrel where those ridges are at. So I'm going to see if I can give you a better angle of where you will be where I will be putting it. Okay, hopefully you will see better from this angle. So start your linkers up. I'm going to pull back on the charging handle. Here's the gap between the barrel extension and the trunnion block. I'm going to put my no fire first. Have this little cutout part toward the barrel and gently let go of the charging handle so that it's being held between the two. While it's being held between the two, I'm going to put it on fire and press down on the butterfly trigger, and it is not firing, which is good because that's the no fire gauge. Next, I'm just going to switch it around to the fire gauge, put it in the exact same spot, slowly let go, and press down on the trigger, and it should fire, which it does. Okay, now that we verify headspace and timing, you are ready to continue on watch, and you will be able to fire this gun safely. Headspace and timing is very important because if there's any certain deviations between the tolerances, the round that's going off could explode out and it's going to go out the top, sides, wherever else except down the barrel. So that's why it's important to do headspace and timing. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.